Hi, the purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to use the PAWS Discussion board. So I'm logged in my web browser in PAWS, and I happen to be in our Business 2360 International Business course. However, this would work for a variety of online classes or any class where you need to make a post to the discussion board. There are many ways to access the discussion board. Oftentimes students will be looking under content and find a link there, or you can go directly to the discussion board, for example, by clicking on assessment and then discussions. One of the important things here is to scroll down. Very oftentimes students may see only the top part and not realize that this can be kind of a lengthy page. For example, you might see where we've had introductions in the class. You might see discussion postings from a previous discussion. The one that is available to me right now is the Module 2 discussion. And I see this little lock that tells me that it will be closed after Monday, July 20th. So after that date, if I try to go in and make a post, I won't be able to because it's past the due date. So for example, if I were to return to this discussion, the Module 1 discussion, it was due June 29th. So if I went into this discussion, I would find that the tools that I need to make a discussion posting are not available because the due date has passed. So I want to work on assignments before they're due, make sure I get them done before the due date, and I want to take a moment to read the instructions of the post. Now the instructions of the post may be different depending on the class, depending on the post, right? Always want to take a moment to read those instructions. One of the key things that I'll point out in this discussion post is that even though it's due July 20th, I am instructed that in my original post should be done 2 days prior to the due date, because this will enable fellow students to respond. So in this particular course, you have a rubric that was provided that said here's how you get maximize your points, and you want to make sure that you're following so that you get all of your points. But that's not the focus of this video. We want to keep it targeted on what we need to do, and that is to read the instructions of our posting. Okay, and I see I have another one after this one. But the way that I enter this post is I'm going to click right here on the name, Module 2 Discussion. Okay, let's very quickly review. We logged into our course in PAWS, we went to Assessment and then Discussion. We scrolled down. In this case, we're focused on Module 2 Discussion. We've read our detailed discussions. We select, as we're told to do in the instructions, we select a particular question, and notice it says start a new thread. Now that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to see that some other students have posted, and that's fantastic, and the way that they created these posts is they clicked to start a new thread. Okay, now in the instructions I have been asked to repeat the question number. So I might type something like question number 9. If I really want to do a good job here, what I could do, I just selected, right click, copy, and so what I could do is even repeat the question. I definitely, when I start my discussion post, maybe I would again type discussion number 9 and repeat. I did a Control V, which is a shortcut for paste. Don't get caught up in those shortcuts, okay? Basically all I've done is copy and paste it. Then I would post a very meaningful, I'm going to type a meaningful post with proper spelling and grammar. Always want to do that. And really all I have to do at this point is click the post button, and that would be my original post. Now notice that this subscribe to this thread is checked. That means that I will get an alert when someone responds to my posting, and so that's sometimes kind of fun to see how your classmates will respond. Now, I am not going to post this because this was just to demonstrate how to do a posting, and all I would have to do to complete the post is click on post. But what I do want to do is find one of my classmates' posts, because I have a responsibility to reply to 2 other posts. So I could click on a post, and then notice once again I have this button. Now it says reply to thread, and this would allow me to respond to my classmates' post. And again, I can subscribe, and I would just simply click on post after I typed something. I'm going to click on cancel. Okay, so let's very quickly review again. Assessment, discussions. Scroll down to the discussion, in this case module 2. Based on what I've been asked to do as part of this particular course, I would start a new thread. Well, there it goes. I would, as I've been instructed here, type the question number. I would include the question in my response, type a meaningful response with proper spelling, grammar, punctuation. When I've finished that, I would click on post. Now, I also in this particular course have an obligation to read my classmates' posts, to find a post, and maybe I can respond to this one. So just like before, I would click to open the post. I scroll down, read it of course, click reply to thread, type my reply with proper spelling, grammar, meaningful and in a way that extends the discussion. Based on the grading rubric, you want to make sure that you give some meaning and some value. Click on post when I'm done, and that's it. I hope this helps, and have a super great day.